Good morning, guys. Hi, Dr. Singh. Hi, Big Brain. That sounded kind of weird. Hi, July. Hi, Boxy. Hi, Man. Your chat is delayed. Might be. Actually, wait. Hold on. I always forget to change my my YouTube chat to live chat rather than top chat, because if it's on top chat, I think YouTube like kind of filters through some of the spam and it doesn't post all the messages, I think. Hi Quan. Hi Sahir. Hi Drift. Hi Samuel. Is that started or ending? No, we're going to be starting soon. Okay, so we're going to be putting this build to the test. To be honest, I haven't actually really run it. I ran it for a few games. It performed well in some, and others it died very quickly, but I was also getting hit by a lot of stuff, so yeah. I wanted to run it to see actually how it did over more games. Hi Joshua. You just made it to Champion League. Congrats. Hi, is it Habibi? Hey Tacos. Is chat delayed? It might be. You know how YouTube is though. Okay, so let me just show you the setup here that I have. I'll just go through this. Not sure how this is actually gonna work. So yeah, someone mentioned that the Revenant used to be very strong before. The big reason why it was strong before was because it's not because they really nerfed the Revenant. It did get a nerf, but that wasn't the real reason why it weakened so much. So back then, remember how we had drones and you could basically put drone chips on it? And a lot of players used to run the Revenant with like, Beak and also Nebula. So you could stack resistance chips on the Revenant or on your Nebula drone to make your Revenant a lot stronger. And then on top of that, you could also apply like repair amplifier. I'm gonna try immune amplifier. We'll see how that goes. But that's the reason why the Revenant became so weak afterwards. It was after the drone rework. I think they did nerf. Didn't they nerf like the shields or something? The health? I can't remember what they. But I just recall that was the main reason. That's why the Mender is a lot weaker now than it was before. There's other bots too that got significantly weaker when drones were changed. Okay, so we got that. We've got the Pascal. Yeah, Revenant was a crazy tank back then. Even you'll notice even the Fenrir got like quite a bit weaker when they changed the drones. So those are the skills. So you might notice I don't have Roadhog. The reason why I'm not using Roadhog, or why I'm going to sacrifice that, is because I'm teleporting. Okay, so with this bot, you can teleport. Distance is 350 meters. So as long as I'm within 350 meters, I can teleport to that player. The downside, of course, though, is once I teleport, I can't like blink back. Oh, it takes more great damage in its ability. Yeah, but even that aside, the Nebula with all the resistance chips, that's what made the Revenant strong. Not just the Revenant, it was like the Mender and everything else. Oh, Liu. It's funny, so Liu calls me Zoops. That's why I went with that name for my Fortnite channel. Hi, Thierry. Hi, Aaron. By the way, my members, tomorrow we're going to have a members stream. don't forget. I'll do it at like 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so we're gonna use that. What else do I have here? I might have to adjust my hanger depending on like the games. Sometimes these live streams can be a bit tricky because I also get like stream sniped. So players will drop in to get into my games and you don't really get to see what the build really can do because it gets focused down. That's not being very realistic. So yeah. I'll try to start with it first. We'll see. We'll probably deal with a lot of Ochos though. Rust kills. Well, even if we didn't have the rust weapons in, the Revenant was a lot weaker after that. Dude, we've got to move forward, guys. This is Beacon Rush. Stop sitting in your spawn. No idea what this is. That might be an Ocho. This is bad because I can't heal. Oh man, that guy saved him. Been trying out this build too. Can I run IFO? I can throw it in. We gotta keep pushing here. I'm trying to get their home beacon. But wait, how many are on my team? If I can push their home beacon, we can force them back because we're pushing the left side too. It's just that my team is not. They're just sitting back. The other team actually has 4 guys sitting back there. So I'm not sure exactly why we aren't pushing. We should. If we can get over to their end, it's going to help a lot. That Dagon, yeah, I don't know if I really like that Dagon build. I've been trying. Actually, I wanted to put halos on there to see how that would do. This Fenrir build that I have is actually a lot weaker. I'm trying overdrives on it. I see how long it survives with 2 overdrives on. We only have 3 players left. Well, that's not gonna help. Yeah, I can't. We only have 2 players though. I think we were down like 2. Dagon aphids. Yeah, if I put Dagon aphids, I'm gonna have to rebalance my hanger and put another tank in because that build's weak. We don't have any players left. My team honestly should have pushed. We should have pushed straight for their home spawn, but because we were hanging back, these guys actually were hanging back behind that wall there. My membership streams don't show up for you. They should. Well, are you in my Discord? Because usually I put the link to the streams in my Discord too. Yeah, my membership. I want to see actually who in my team, because I have a feeling we were short-handed. Because when I was pushing, I was the only one, and when I turned around, there was only like 2 or 3 players there. Oh, that guy's dropping a lot of bots. You see, he probably was camping too. And duration may though. I think the cooldown, that alone will kill the Newton once they do that. Yeah, we were down a player. Yeah, I thought we were down. I think we may have even been down 2 players because it didn't seem like my team was we actually didn't have like anyone pushing to the left. Maybe 1 player. I'll just trying this build out. I think I prefer the Vora on here. The most broken build in the game. How short the choke down? Well, the thing is you can link. That shouldn't be allowed. When they change that, then I think that will change everything. I actually wanted to try something here. Hold on. I wanted to do a bit of a hybrid build because I was kind of curious to see if it would work. Okay, wait. So we have like lockdown. Because I was trying Tamer and I think Trickster. But I'm kind of wondering like how like a build like this would work. Might work. I don't know. My thoughts on the Shenlo. I actually haven't tried it because on the weekend that I wanted to try it, the test server was really buggy. It wasn't working. So I couldn't even log into the test server to test it. Crisis Reaper. I don't really mind the Crisis Reaper. It's not really a big threat. I know I got killed by it, but that was because we were short-handed and we weren't pushing. If you sit back, you're just going to get destroyed. I mentioned it many times. Players need to push. They need to not sit back. That's the reason why. When you sit back, you're playing into their strength. Okay, that guy's going to go there. This guy's going across to our beacon. Had to use my shield. Ooh, lag. shoot, I need to reload. There's a what's it in front of me here that I can really be doing a lot of damage to. There, we got the Archo. Whoa, beyond godlike. Can we get another kill? Maybe. Yes, living legend. Oh, man. Ah, jeez. We got it. We got it. We got the beacon. Oh my gosh, we got a living legend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive though. Dude, another living legend. The heck? Okay. Ah, shoot. That was a really good run. That was a crazy run with that. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was going to survive as long as it did. Hey, Michael. Renson. By the way, take note, because we pushed, notice how we were able to win? And we actually had the worst spawn on that map. We drove them right back into... I think we may have even been down a player too. What happened to this guy? Jesus, 655. I don't know, maybe my guess is he didn't push? Those are some weird... Wait. Those are some weird builds. What was that? Crisis with... Yeah. Nobel prize. He should have actually killed me, to be honest, because I had... it wasn't just him shooting me, it was someone else in front of me too. I think I might have been shot by like... maybe 2 players, possibly 3. This one's gonna be hard because this one... Holy jeez, the game's already started. This one... When you teleport forward, so you gotta be careful of like going off into the gorge. We didn't... wait. We did get that beacon. Hey, Dominic. It's funny how we were just hiding here. I'm gonna try to teleport to this guy because he's over that side. There's a Crisis Reaper in front of me, so I'm kind of eyeing him. I need to get him. Every time he goes in a phase shift, he's giving us a chance to get this beacon. So we got the beacon there. Oh jeez, I need a heal. I can't heal up. This is a really odd build that I'm using. Odd build, but if it works, it works. Getting a lot of micro freezes. Gonna sit on this beacon here. Hey Cold. Hey Lone. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lone. 6 years. Isn't that crazy, Dominic? Thank you so much, Lone, for the 1 membership gift. Oh, jeez, they were down 2 players. I'm seeing so many games like this now where like you would drop in. And either your team or the other team, they're either players that don't drop in or they like quit. I don't know why. Is a game crashing or like are players just deliberately leaving? This guy's probably going to go into the center, I think, right? Yep. One thing I'm finding with these weapons, it's harder to aim with. Oh shoot, we're froze. Holy jeez, there's a lot of guys in the center. I had 4 guys in the center. Where the heck's my team? Well, you know what? I think we are pushing the right. I think we're going to get the right. We got the right. That's good. I'm going to try to get you quick. No, he got off the beacon. Dude, you just got the beacon. He just got the beacon. Now he flew off. Ooh, that was a mistake. You know why he flew off? He didn't have a tank. He had a Seraph, I think, right? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hold. There's too many players there. Look at my team. He's gonna drop in here though. Oh, you didn't. We got another problem now though. Oh geez, they're bringing their loot. Okay, wait. If we can kill this Minos, it'll be a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, coming! Man, there's a lot of chubbies over here. Oh, jeez. Lag! I'm not firing at him right now because he's got his reflector shield up. Nice. Okay, well... We might be able to get this. The problem is... Wait, we gave up the side beacon again. The heck? This is actually bad. I need to try to get close to that that Newton back there, but the game might be over by the time I get my jump. Come on. Come on. He's so close. Incoming. Sup? No. He's going to use a choke ability on me, but won't matter. Man. Fluffy invasion. There were so many luchadors there. They lost like so they lost a Minos, they lost 2 luchadors and a Newton. We were down a player. They were down a player too. Three different weapons. Yeah, no, it's a bit odd. But you know what? They're kind of... so the Halo is for locking players down. And then I have the... what is it? The Splinter. That is pretty good, like, burst damage. And then the Tamer is to prevent them from healing. So it's a bit of an odd combo, but I just wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if it would work. You know, I'm kind of wondering, should I try running repair amps on this thing? Or maybe 1 immune and 1 repair. Although I'm not sure if it would survive long enough for that to kick in. What's up? That's exactly what I said. Let's see, 350. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff in that center there. What is this guy in back here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. So far, the best game was the one on Springfield map. I can't even see what's going on. Can we get close enough to that crisis? Can we? Can we? Incoming! Yes! 1 pop! That guy too. 1 pop. The one pop build. Dude, I don't even know what's going on here. There's so much going on. Oh, geez, he has a shield. I tried to teleport. I couldn't teleport. Try to. I can't even see what the heck is going on there. There's so much stuff going on. Are we changing this beacon? I don't think so, right? They have to sit on this beacon though, if I'm over here, because their beacon is kind of like a third change. This guy's gonna come around. Maybe I can get this one. What the kid? That archer will lose this fight, although I'm not sure. I don't have that much health left, so maybe not. We're putting a lot of pressure on that beacon. We got to be careful. He's going to run down our left flank, I think. That archer. Dude, how is this kid still alive? Or is this a different one? Why are people sleeping on the Curie? Maybe because they don't have it yet. Or maybe because they have it, but they don't yet know how to play it. It's very good. I wonder if we should try domination mode. Should I try domination? And players say trash. I don't know. You know, I wouldn't really say Curie is balanced like players think. It's a lot stronger than you. It's kind of like when players were saying the Hellburner was balanced. And then players figured out how powerful the Hellburner was. And then all of a sudden it became from... it went from balanced to being toxic, kind of. And I think a lot of players are really sleeping on the Curie. They haven't figured it out yet. It is very powerful. To be honest, I think I rather face a group of Archos than to face a group of Curies. Because you gotta remember, you know, those turrets, they actually do a lot of damage. That was weird. The first couple of shots, his ability or... didn't look like I did much to him. The first couple of shots. Actually, it looked like it didn't do any damage to him whatsoever. And he was just sitting there too. Maybe that was lag. I can't move. He went off the edge and I went over here. The thing is, I don't have much health left. Uh-oh. Someone's shooting me in the back. So why did you get off this beacon? Oh my gosh, he just popped. It's only good when you have all the bells and the whistles. Well, I think that applies to most bots, no? I'm gonna die here. I need a heal. Wait a minute, his shield didn't even go down. This guy's shield. Is it just my imagination? Yeah, it's going down now. It looked like his shield wasn't even going down. That guy's shield. Yeah, I fired all my Sonic into his shield. It didn't even go down. It didn't even drop. All of a sudden, we have 3 players now? What the... I'm so confused. Now we have 2. I don't think we're gonna be able to hold this beacon down. There's too many players. There's no ways I'm gonna survive this. It's me versus like 6? Yeah. Oh, we have another player. He dropped in. Thank you to... Sorry, I don't know what your name is, but how come is the Ultimate Halo so much stronger than the Ultimate Glory? I wouldn't be able to answer that question. That is something that you'll have to ask Pixonic. Holy jeez, look at my team. No wonder. It was like 2 versus 6. What the heck happened there? Nowhere near as strong as the Halos. I know that the Halos, so I questioned them. I was like, these things firing fast. It says 6 seconds, but it's really 3 second, I think, reload, right? And then they said that it's supposed to be 3 seconds, not 6 seconds. And I'm thinking, well, shouldn't you change the description? But it was also busting through like all kinds of defense systems too, like Last Stand, which they fixed. Like, it's noticeable in that sense, but it still does a lot of damage. Let's see my teammates go for that right beacon. Just watch. I'm pointing it up now. They don't need an MK3 bot to get that right beacon. Let's see if he gets it. You see what? Look at this. Three campers on my team. Not one went for that right beacon. He's looking around. Dude, if these guys had... They still didn't get it. Jeez, guys. Just so that you know, this is Champion League. By the time I get this... I mean, you know what? Honestly, if Red Team had rushed this side, we would have lost it. My shield's gonna break. Dude, my damage isn't even registering. The lag is so bad. I can't even aim straight because the lag is so bad. What happened, Archo? Ooh, that's going to be a problem there that I feel. And I just used my ability too. I need to get to cover here. Where is this guy? So wait a minute. I pushed all the way on this side, but we're giving up all our home beacons. Guys. Dude, they're going full circle on my team. Are they still alive? What the? Incoming! Oh, brother. We're gonna get our home beacon back, right? Okay. I guess I'll push this side. I don't even know where to go. We're losing so many beacons here. This is like one of those games where I'm gonna end up with like 20 beacons. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Suck that lag. Don't you mean the lag sucks? These guys are in our spawn. You're suppressed. Just sitting on this beacon to kind of block him here. So many chubbies. Shouldn't be shooting him. He has his reflect. There we go. The game is always lagging. Well, I'm also on emulator too. And I'm live streaming, so yeah, that's probably what's also causing the extra lag. Who is the 100th like? Man, we've got 245 viewers and not even... Actually, I don't even see 100 likes on my end. Someone took their like back. But thank you for the 100th like. Hey, Judge. I see. The Favnia, and you have no idea how much it's been. Yeah, you don't want to. So the thing with the Favnia is you can run it, but you don't want to fly, which is funny because that's what the Favnia is supposed to do, right? Like that's when it's supposed to be strong, but you can't like using. Wait, why is my connection? That's weird. Now my guess is they're all pushing on the top, right? Because that's 4 reds on the left. I'm gonna have to stick with my team here on the left. I don't think... Why did this guy go down to bottom? So we know that this is an archer, right? Because of the way he moved. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Come on. Where's our archer? Needs to get onto that beacon. He's gonna kill me. Keep that shield down, dude. What the? I did a lot of damage. We needed... Oh, he pushed them off. That's perfect. We have another archer here, though. He's gonna die. No. Hold up, dude. Hold up. Come on. I'm not going to be able to survive this. We gave up our lift. I'm going to move underneath him. Yeah, that, you know, that Curie, the turret is very strong. I notice more like when I'm fighting, like even Ophions, I notice. Like you will see him go down to his last stand. See that? Whew. You probably want to... I'm just looking to see where the reds are. There's 2 on the top and 2 around here. There's 3 on the top. So I'm going to drop in over here to try to defend it from this side. I may have to drop in my Fenrir. So now I'm looking at that Scarus to see if he goes to my bottom beacon. Right, because he may move there. But I did lock him down though, so... Well, we got 3 beacons. The Curie shoots very fast. The turret, yeah, the turret. But you'll notice when you fight like Ophions. What the... Why did he do that? Okay. That's weird. I guess the Ocho, maybe it's possible. I don't know. I've never tried it. Maybe if you run really fast, you can go from one edge to the other. That doesn't make sense though, unless you had to jump, right? They only have one more player left. Dude, these games are so weird. I think players are either crashing or just... I can't... It's got to be the reason why. I don't think they're just leaving like that. My Dagon setup, it's a very odd combo. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Tamer is definitely stronger. He's suicided. They were down a player. Hotcha with jump unit? Well, I don't know. I saw that guy running and I was like, is he gonna jump? Or I didn't know what to think. And then he just ran across and he got hung up on the edge. But you know, like sometimes players kind of discover certain things. So I thought maybe he was doing something that I hadn't seen before. But no, it ended up him in the gorge. But I think actually if he had jump, he probably could have made it. Because I haven't tried the Ocho with jump. Maybe I should try it one day. That might be kind of interesting for a video. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez, man, I just spawned in. Really getting trolled by my teammates. What is that back there on the left? I don't want to look that side because otherwise he's going to hit me. And I want to try to get this guy by surprise if I can. No, he saw me. He knows my plan. But he's got prismas. Okay. Dude, that was 2 pops. Ah. You know what? The Revenant isn't too bad, but I think for a player that's building it, I don't think I would run it at this point, because if you think about it, for that to work, I had for that to work, I have the frag shotguns. That guy crashed. He's still in his spawn. I think players are crashing. That's why the matchmaking is so messed up. He's looking around. It's like, where's that shot coming from? It was me. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Move out of my way, guys. I need to survive this. So I can kill this Archer. He's my teammate. I'm just trying to get him down to that last stand. Oh! Wait, how did he die? No, I think he destroyed. I think that guy destroyed. Ooh, the rook. He didn't have his shield. Oh no, I need to survive. Oh, I was trying to get a heal in. Wait a minute, how did we lose our home? This guy's sneaky. Oh my gosh, the lag is so bad. He's gonna get out of there. Hey, come back here. I'm not done with you yet. Yes. We got an Indra coming this way now. They have a Newton there too. He's probably gonna target me. Syndra is sure surviving a very long time here. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these shotguns are actually pretty insane when you think about it. When you look at the range that I'm able to like hit players at, like 400 meters with a shotgun, kind of reminds me of the Halo Corona in the glory days way back. During the Ares meta, remember how players used to run Corona Halo? And they would shred players up from, I want to say like from 400, 500 meters away and lock them down. But I noticed these weapons actually do more damage than what the Halo Corona used to do. Try it with Kestrel. I actually did try it with Kestrel too. I can run it with Kestrel. I mean, it's not... I won't say it's terrible, but I don't think it's a build that I would like build towards for most players. Because first of all, well, there's kind of two big ingredients that make this work. One of which is the Pascal, and then of course these specific weapons. But even if you had these weapons, I don't know. Okay, so let's run it with, maybe let's run it with a Kestrel and let's see like how long it survives. Because I'm pretty sure the reason why it survives so long is that Pascal. I was trying it even with the Seeker to see how that would do. Another option you could try is the Whiteout. Now, the purpose of the Whiteout is like, so if there's an Archer, right, and you time their ability, like they've just used their ability, you wait a couple of seconds, and then you teleport with your Whiteout. That would prevent them from healing. Okay, when you hit them for a couple of shots, they won't be able to heal. Or use their ability for that matter. And that could be, like, that might even be what would kill them. But again, it's all like timing for that. This is more like me thinking in theory. I don't know if it would actually work. What weapons? I have the Brisant. I was testing it out because I have the... I think I have the Haruko. Is it Haruko drone? How do you pronounce that name? I don't even know how to pronounce that name. They come out with all these strange names for robots and stuff that no one can pronounce. So we come up with our own names, which is funny too. They're gonna attack the... Maybe might attack the right. I'm watching because we only have 2 blues on the right now. One guy's gone into flight. This guy's got to be an Ophion, right? I'm gonna teleport to him. Yes! We killed him! With minimal damage to us. Although he's probably gonna come back for revenge now. Actually, not probably. Probably will. This guy. What is this guy in? This guy's being sneaky. Look at that. Sneaky little bugger. Wait. Oh! Yeah, so one of the things too I'm noticing when I'm running this build, sometimes when there's a lot of lag, it's really hard to hit players when they're moving around, which they most likely will be. So look at this. Okay, so that's at like 350. What is that up top there? Oh, I think that's an Archer, right? I think that's an Archer. But I'll teleport to this guy here. Whoa! I got the Scorpion. Dude, I'm in their spawn. Oh, oh. Yeah. That 250, but it seems like even further out that there's a lot of damage. Dude, it's just shredding through that Fenrir. My gosh. I kind of want to go after this guy. Let's see. Yes! We killed an Archer. I don't need to empty my clip here. That's got to be a Skyros, right? Oh gosh. Whoa! What the... He's like, I better go into ball mode. Yeah, maybe that might be a good idea. What is this? Wait, is that a Heimdall? Oh my gosh, this guy's shield is strong. He's running away. Never thought I'd see a Titan run away from... Dude, I'm gonna kill him. We killed a Heimdall with a Revenant. What is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I need time to triple kill. The heck? What's that? I'm gonna teleport to him. I have no idea what that is. Oh. Ooh. Wait, was it an Archer? Kind of looked like one. Dude, is it me that's doing that insane damage with these weapons? Oh my gosh, godlike. See, and then you have some moments like this where, like, this Revenant does really well. I'm gonna try to hang off the edge. This way I can hit him. He still has to... I survived the whole game in that Revenant. That's actually pretty impressive. I thought for sure I would be dead. 6 million. Jeez, man. What is going on here? Actually, I would like to know with these players. Like, are they crashing and they just can't drop in? Or, like, what's going on? I think this player probably struggles quite a bit because if a player were to push onto their home beacon, you can't really defend with this lineup. Your Ares, your Scorpion, and probably your Capri will go down very quickly. Your Ophion will also go down quickly if you aren't careful. He has a Ravana there, which you can sit on a beacon, but the thing with the Ravana is when you use your Transcendence, you're giving beacons up. Hey, Wipeout. Might be saying survived. I don't know. I'm kind of impressed by it. Although, like I said, I don't think I would actually build it just because there's so many elements of this build that you would need to kind of get. Also, I just realized we were running the Kestrel on here. But still, you would need the Kestrel. I don't know. It's a fun build. It's not bad. The Shy drone? We could run the Shy. What I could do is I could run the Shy and then I could go for a complete damage build where I run Nuclear Amp with 2 overdrives. You want me to try that? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Speed Demon. That's actually a good idea. Maybe I should do that. I actually thought about that. But I think, so I don't think it would increase the speed of the charge. But when you're on the ground, like just walking around, it would. Yeah, maybe this, maybe, I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to go down very quickly, even with the last, or the Shy. The Crisis with the Yaoi, that can work. The only, I don't think I would, I mean, maybe for my range build, like on this map, it might work really well. But you're talking about very specific maps here. So when I usually like recommend certain builds, I would recommend a build that would work on, like, say this. Heck is wrong with you, dude? He was like caught in midair in animation. He hadn't dropped in. Oh yeah. Push me to center. I can get there quicker. I just hope that the other team is not aggressive, because if they are, my team's going to get wiped out, especially on this map. And I'm in a really slow Revenant. You got to keep in mind, I don't have Roadhog on this thing. So when I say it's slow, it's like really, really slow. And if I get their beacon, that's going to be even more impressive. Ooh. Dude, my first couple of shots didn't even register because I was lagged up. Yeah, I'm actually struggling to hit players because of the lag. Can I even get to this guy? Maybe. Ugh, my health. Hey, we got a triple kill. I can't move now. Definitely gonna die now. I don't even have my ability active. Hey, what the? Wait, how did we give up our home? Okay, well, that's not good. Now we don't really have any beacons. The only beacon we have is a side beacon. This guy's gonna wipe out. He's gonna do a lot of damage to us there in our home spawn. Also, my Wi-Fi thing is showing that my connection is bad, but I know it's not. We need to actually push towards center. But the thing is, they've got an Ocho here, I think, right? Now they're bringing even more Ochos. They're pushing. Whoa! Wait, that actually worked in my favor. Maybe if I turn him this way, he will focus on me and not my teammates. Whoa, we killed a Newton with it. Yo, so I'm fighting like so many players at center. I want to know, like, where are my teammates? They haven't, you know why? It's because we lost at home. That Curie did really well though. I think both sides were down on players. I didn't get any beacons because I started with the Revenant. That thing is slow. I was hoping I could teleport to center. But when I teleported, I mean, I did teleport to center. There was a Dagon, but it was below the center area. Yeah, you notice? I was like fighting 4 guys at the center, and I'm like, where is everyone? Like, am I gonna get some help here? Okay, we'll play one more. I'm not running like different builds that you guys are requesting right now because that takes time, and I want to try to get as much gameplay of the Revenant in before I end the stream. It's a lot of stealth here. We gave up our side beacon. Just trying to get onto this beacon here quickly, or at least I need to reload. This guy on the right should really push their home. I think that would be a smart move right now. We don't have anyone covering this home. I have to get back onto our beacon here. Dude, the lag is insane right now. Come on, I just need one more. Oh my gosh, the lag. Jeez. Sorry for all the micro freezes, guys. Dude, there's a lot of titans here. I'm gonna try to suppress all of them. If they have any Newtons, they'll be dropping it in, more likely on this side. Who's this? Same team. I need to get onto these beacons here. We've got to hold our beacons down. The thing is, every time I go from one beacon to the next, I'm trying to push beacons so that we can get ahead on the beacon bar. But my teammates need to sit on the beacons that I jump from. Otherwise, my cause is not going to be worth it. So this is where my teammates should be pushing the other beacons on the map while like keeping these guys occupied. I have 3 Titans shooting me right now. 2 Rooks and an Indra. Do they even play the Wi-Fi? Well, they could, but it depends on how they optimize things. Maybe it's only like based on the network they have. That was a lot of healing. They made late payment to the Wi-Fi. Well, it's their servers and then how well it's integrated with like networks around the world. Hi, Qatar. You just want to be pro? Well, before you get to the level of where you can use meta robots, you have to learn the basics first. I keep mentioning that. It's like, so here's the difference. You can have a player, they start off as a free player, which most of us do. They learn to go for beacons. They learn how to hold beacons down. They learn hanger composition. They have very good battlefield awareness. These are all things that you can't buy. You have to learn it by playing the game. And then once you get to that point, you know, when you finally do get, you know, a hanger that's leveled up, you will do well. You can't skip those steps, unfortunately. Have I thought of running? I was actually going to do a video on that, David. My luchador pilot skills. Now, usually when I want to make something very tanky, and this goes for Titans too, I usually have, because I play Beacon Rush and Domination, but mostly Beacon Rush, I will have these 3 skills always. Quite often, even on my, like, if I want to make something really tanky, I think I even have it on my Favnia, right? Oh no, I don't, because I had to sacrifice, but I have, like, these 2. I might have it on this one. Adamant Guardian, yeah, see? And Tough Guy. No one needs game. Oh, trust me, you do. I run into a lot of players who they have archers and they run in thinking that they can steamroll. And they don't go for their home beacons, which is the first mistake, because then I get their home beacons and then they die and now I'm in their spawn. Players like to kind of use that as like an excuse, but I can't tell you how many games I played. There was someone who was arguing with me saying that, well, you can't do anything with archers. And like Crisis Reaper, you can use range. Like, why bother? So in my example, yesterday I played a game. I happened to land on Yamantau map. The enemy team had 3 Crisis Reapers, I think it was. They had 3 Crisis. I don't know if they're all Reapers, but I think 1 or 2 of them were. I started off with my Hellburn. I ran to the right flank. I captured the beacon, and then I just bum rushed them into their spawn because they were all camping. And then they dropped their Archos, they dropped their Newtons, but you know what? It was too late. It was too late, and what won that game was that Hellburner. It wasn't an Archer, wasn't a Fiend. It had, I think I had like maybe the Ultimate Glory and the Halo, but I mean, it's 2 weapons, not like it's gonna change the game. It wasn't Rust weapons. I had no Newton in my hangar. That Hellburner won the game because I got their home beacon, and then we just rushed in. Even though I was making out towards the end, my teammates knew they had to hold the beacon down. We had such a massive beacon lead. It didn't really matter at that point, even if the other team had archers. It was too late. Oh, thank you so much, Kind. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. So let's... Oh, hold on. Let me just scroll up here. So congrats. Ooh, I can't even read your name. That's some crazy characters. But congrats to Panic, to C, to Fintuition, to Johnny, Exile, Levi, and let me just scroll down to Adia and to Nad. I think those are all. Yeah, make sure you thank Kind. Thank you so much, Kind. Also, guys, for the members that just joined today, and also the the members that I have, tomorrow there's going to be a members live stream at probably 2 p.m. Trying to decide what I'm going to do. I might do hanger reviews and maybe squad play too for the Patreon members. We could do that, or I could do some I might throw in some baby account gameplay too, because I kind of need to get some resources. So yeah, I might do that as well. Let's go in the B squad. There's a bit of a story behind the A squad. So when I used to run with my clan Vox, we would joke because like my logo is like it has the A for like Adrian. So we would joke and we'd be like, "What squad are you in?" I was like, "Are you in the A squad?" So that's kind of where where I came up with it. Yeah, you can't buy Battlefield tactics. Like, it's something that you develop over time. It's not, like when I look at how some players play. So for example, we might have the center beacon on Shenzhen map or Dead City. So my teammates, they will spawn at home and then they run through center. But I'm like thinking, why are you running through center? You're running through the most dangerous part of the map, which has angles on, like there's angles everywhere that point to center, and you're going towards a beacon that we already have. Like, why put yourself in like unnecessary danger? Why not use the flanks where there's like cover? Like it's hard to kind of explain these things. Oh geez, Kind, another 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. I didn't even do a giveaway, but I guess Kind was like, he's doing a giveaway right now. But yeah, so congrats to, is it Mauricio, Wipeout, Edward, Qatar, Kyle, Kim, Gunner, Lee, Weihao, and RJ. So congrats to you guys. Make sure you thank Kind. Thank you so much, Kind. Jeez, I guess there is a giveaway. Wasn't by me though, but thank you so much, Kind. You didn't have yeah, you need to enable gifts on your YouTube in order to receive these gifts, like the membership gifts. Yeah, my baby account, I think, might be going through a bit of a losing... Well, I'm expected to go through a losing streak because the win rate is still really high. Remember when I was hitting like 74, 76, I was like, man, so I'm going to go through a really bad losing streak, probably down to like 30% before I start winning again. That's just how the matchmaking is. It honestly, it's very predictable what it's gonna do. When you climb too high, especially to the 70% mark, it is almost guaranteed that you will end up in games where no matter what you do, no matter if you've got like, max meta, you will lose. And that's just the game kind of making things like more competitive, I guess, for you. Because otherwise, if it's too easy, players won't play. It gets too boring. They do the same thing in Fortnite too. I notice like with Fortnite, if I'm winning too much, then I'm dreading like the next day when I stream, because I know that I'm probably not going to get that many wins. Because then it starts putting me up against like highly skilled players that all have like victory crowns that are like, you know, they've been playing the game since it came out. But that's just to kind of like humble me, you know, like let me know that there's a lot of good players out there, and eventually I'll run into them. And then I start losing like a lot. I mean, I might lose like 10 hours in a row, you know, straight. And then finally, you know, the game figures out, okay, well, you're obviously not of that level yet. And then it starts giving me easy opponents. And then I start winning again. It's the same thing. Happens in that game. What drone is the best for the Ocho? You know what? I've actually been experimenting. I would say this drone is kind of like the default that a lot of the top players use. So this Haruko. So I would say, like I've used this, but I've also used the Pascal. So I think any one of those would work really well. I've been using the Pascal because I was trying it out, because I think that gives extra damage too. That's why you like, because I lose? You know what? I lose a lot on this account too. I don't know what my win rate is now. It depends on like what I'm running. Let's see. Yeah, see, we're at 62%. You would think it would be a lot higher, like 80. I've been going through crazy losing streaks on here. I've actually been as low as, I think, 30% on this account, which is fully maxed out. It's not me wanting to lose. It's no matter what I do, I just lose because my win percentage was so high that, you know, it gives me teammates where I guess they are struggling, and then I have to fight off like either squads, or I have to fight off like a team that feels really stacked. And like even if I had like, I don't know, 3 Ochos in, it wouldn't make any difference because I'd still lose. And it's not that because like I don't know how to play. It's like if my teammates don't hold down beacons, I can't spawn in there to help them. So it's like a uphill battle. Can you build all the robots from the 5 from that series? You should be able to. So let's see. I had the Skyros as one. I had the Demeter as another. Let's see what we had. I know, well, you can build Typhon. What's the Typhon one? I can't. Ravana and Fenrir. Yeah, so I have, you can build all of those. Now the weapons though, there are some weapons that I mentioned that can't be built. And I could have sworn that it was in Workshop, but I guess it isn't. So the Blight, the Hazard, and Decay, you can't build those. Not sure why I mentioned that they were. To damper, oh, well, if someone's running the rust weapons, I think it doesn't really matter what tank you have. You're going to go down. Even Archos go down. That's probably why I'm seeing Archos die a lot sooner than they usually do. Is because of the rust weapons. The Splinter on weapons on like the Angler. Yeah, I think I should try it with the Angler. I mean, you know, in all honesty, like, okay, so we played quite a few games with this, right? There were times when it went down really fast. And then I had some instances where it went on like amazing runs. So for example, on that Springfield map, we had a crazy, crazy run with it. We also had a crazy run, I think it was on Castle map, right? So we streamed for about an hour, and kind of what I saw in this stream was sort of what I saw when I was testing this build out, like very briefly. I had moments where I would die very quickly, and then other moments where I would just go on a complete tear. So is the build like kind of decent? I would say it's pretty decent. Not this particular build. Like I was using, I think I started with Pascal, right? And then I moved to Kestrel. So I had initially got... Okay, so I had this here. And then I think I had 2 immune amps is what I started with. The downside to this kind of build is, now this was more just to see if it could actually work, because the Revenant was one of the bots that took really, like, it had a really bad hit when they redid drones. The Mender was the other one, and it was really noticeable even in the Fenrir. You know, all the heavy tanks that we used to run before. But this one, I think, actually got hit the worst out of all of them. Because when they made that change, the Revenant was not even... You couldn't really play it. I mean, you could play it, but you would die so fast. The Valley map. Yeah, so... Can it be used? Sure, but I don't know if I would actually build something like this. Like, you would need the weapons. The modules, some players will have this, but I think a lot of the stronger, well, not stronger, the champion players will have it. The ones that actually spin. They may have the immune amps. The Pascal drone, again, it's a new drone that just came out. But I did want to try it out because I thought that maybe it might actually help this particular setup. Yeah, because you have resistance on here. This is what my thinking was, right? You have resistance, you have damage, and the healing. The great damage and the healing. Which all works really well with the Revenant. And then I stacked it up with all the tank skills, like Tough Guy, Cautious Pilot. You know, if I really wanted to make this even stronger... I don't know, maybe using something like Adamant Guardian instead of Death Survivor. That might have been a better choice, perhaps. Because this way I would have had... yeah, you see, I would have liked to have had also... Adamant Guardian, Invulnerable Raider, and Stubborn Warrior. Thank you, Theory. Thank you so much for your donation. Nice gameplay. Nice gameplay, dude. Great stream. Thank you so much. Min is still usable. Yeah, it's usable, but it's nothing like what it was before. Like, you remember when we could run like the Nebula with all the defense chips on it? If you go back to my older videos and you watch like when I ran like Natasha or Leo, notice how I always use the Nebula because of the, remember, it also had the Absorber Shield and on top of that some crazy defense chips. Oh, thank you so much, Davis. Thank you so much for your donation. Adrian, can the Revenant stand against the Fenrir? I think I actually took out quite a few Fenrirs today with this build. But it depends which Fenrir you're talking about, because the ultimate Fenrir is very strong right now. Like, you wouldn't take it ultimate Fenrir out. There's no ways, just because of how tanky it is and how that works. But against like a regular Fenrir, I think you could. It depends on what weapons you have, though. I haven't tried it out with Sonic, but you can definitely take one out with this, because that's what I did during the stream. Now, I don't know what level the Fenrirs were, but I do know that this was taking out chunks out of an Archo, and if it can do that with an Archo, then it probably can do it to the Fenrir. How did I build my Fafnir? So I actually did a video. Was it a video or live stream on this? I think it was a video. Yeah, because I ran it with Igniters, right? I ran it with the Ultimate Igniters first in the first half of that video. And then just to prove my point, I ran Freedom Igniters in the second half. Because I knew that players would jump to the conclusion, well, the reason why it's doing well is because you're running Ultimate Igniters. But they're not factoring in that Igniters are actually very deadly. They do a lot of damage. Like, I'm talking even regular Igniters. The problem is, you know, aiming with it can be kind of hard, especially when the game's really laggy. But when you hit, you know, it's very potent. Now, what I did with this particular build is, so I have the shatters on here. You know, they do a lot of damage, right? Nuclear amp is more to charge up the damage output. And then I have immune amplifiers. Now, the reason why I'm using immune amplifiers is because The Fafnir, when it's on the ground, it's very tanky. It's also very slow. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it more speed with the immune amplifiers because that's what it does. If you look at the description here. So you get a speed increase of 5 kilometers and extra durability. So I'm making it more tanky by giving it more health and, you know, giving it more speed because it's a very slow bot. Unstable conduit's more just to kind of boost up the damage. The Pascal drone, again, because of how the Pascal works, you know, it's giving it more durability, some gray damage healing, also more damage, resistance. Remember, the Fafnir is very tanky on the ground, so I'm giving it even more resistance now, and also bonus damage. So now I'm amplifying that damage even further with that. And the Eddie Null is more just so that the rate of fire of those weapons fire very quickly. And now to counterbalance and make it even more tankier, I'm going to add even more resistance and tank skills. So that would be like your Armor Expert, Adamant Guardian, Stubborn Warrior. You know, I guess I could even do away with this and run Invulnerable Raider. But I felt like this is kind of important for that particular build. But what makes it so potent is this Daredevil skill. Now, you can use the Daredevil skill. The whole thing behind this skill is that it will boost your damage 18.75% if you have it maxed out. But the downside is you can't fly. But I will gladly take that because the Fafnir that flies right now in the current meta is going to get smoked. It's so fragile. So the only time that it has its absorber shield is at the start when it takes flight. After a couple of seconds, it drops. And when it drops, that is when the Fafnir is at its weakest point. So what I'm doing is I'm playing to the strength of the Fafnir now. Basically turning it into a walking tank, if you will. I'm not giving it any flight, and I'm giving it more damage. So I'm giving it more damage and more tank skills is what I'm doing. But it's on the ground. It can't fly. I actually wanted to do a video because some players, they don't quite understand. They're like, why don't you run Daredevil and Traditionalist? Well, you can't because for me to run Traditionalist, so if I go to like Roadhog, you will see it's not in the skills. So you can only run one or the other. Okay, so you see how there's no Traditionalist, but if I select the Daredevil, I can select Traditionalist. So there's certain way, like this is how you unlock certain skills, and I think I need to do a video on that because players don't quite understand, and I can tell by the comments that they don't fully understand how the skills work. But yeah, you can't run both. Otherwise, I would have run both easily. I would have had even more health then, even more health and more damage. Also notice too, like I didn't mention this, but because I'm getting more speed from the immune amplifiers, I decided to remove... no, I actually do have Roadhog. But what I could do is I could remove that, although it would be super slow. Yeah, I think I was experimenting with that. You know, I get speed through the modules, and then I run another tank skill. Yeah, so it's a bit of a balancing act, and then I combine this with the Paladin. I think I did try the mute, but I found that a lot of my tanks were really suffering because of that, so I switched back to the Paladin. There was a funny build Friday. I don't know if I should bring that back. Because I remember the one time I asked players if I should bring that back, and they were like, it's very trollish, like they don't get any value out of that, and like, I don't know, I just wasn't getting many views from it. But it was kind of fun because I got to experiment with different builds that I wouldn't normally run. Like some of them were really wonky, but it actually somewhat kind of worked. Yeah, Ghost. Yeah, the other thing is Ghost. You won't have Ghost. But Ghost is only available on certain bots, right? So like this one won't have Ghost. The Typhon would have Ghost, and it would have... I think it has Daredevil, but it doesn't have Traditionalist. Do I think the Ultimate Glory would work for the T-Falcon? Maybe in the lower leagues, like lower than Expert. You know, we're in a very tanky kind of meta. You know, like the Otto is a tank. And if you only have one weapon, you're not really going to do that much damage. So I don't think I would really... Like, if I had a choice between running a T-Falcon and like a regular one, I would probably go with the regular. Now, there is one exception, I guess, where I would run the Traditionalist. That is if I had like... If I was in a league lower than Expert and I needed a tank of some sort to hold the beacon down, in that case, yes, I would actually run a T-Falcon. Because if I was finding that, you know, a lot of my games, my team's not able to hold the beacon down, then I would consider that. So even though I'm sacrificing the firepower, at least I'd be able to hold the beacon down, and then the stronger players on my team that have like Ochos or whatever can drop in at that location to defend. And then I can use my T-Falcon to push another beacon. Is the Traditionalist Fafnir worth it? So I've actually, like, I ran quite a few games with that Traditionalist, like the T or the T-Fafnir. And then I ran, well, I've been running quite a few games with this one, which is the Daredevil Fafnir, and I find the Daredevil better. Now, again, if you have a lower level Fafnir, then it kind of makes sense to go the T-Fafnir. But if both are maxed out, I think I rather prefer the Daredevil. If that makes sense. Because remember, if you have a lower level, maybe using it for a tank, you know, you need to hold the beacon down. You drop in at a beacon, for example, or maybe it's the start of a game like Domination on Dead City, and you move to the right beacon, you want to hold that down, then it makes sense to run a T-Fafnir. But I just like the damage output of this build. I think some think that I'm messing around with this. Like, I'm not... Like, you've seen me now run this in multiple streams. Like I said, that this... Like, I did a video. Some thought I was cherry picking. I'm like, no, this thing's actually kind of legit. Like, I've killed, like, Titans with this. If there's anything like a Newton, if they're not careful and I get close to them, I will shred them up with this. It's pretty nasty. Like, once you have all your damage, you know, your damage stacks on like your nuclear amp and stuff, it's all activated. It does a lot of damage. Like, even to Rooks, you notice how quickly I pop their shields off? You use more than 5,000 power cells. Yeah, there's a bit of a risk. I actually think, like, in the current meta, I think actually phase shift might be best because of all the rust weapons. Now, when you're getting hit by rust like that, you kind of want to use just phase shift and just negate that, or at least prolong it a bit. You know, your phase shift to prevent taking on all that rust damage, because you can't heal anyways. So your wife doesn't like me. Yeah, I get a lot of haters. That's a really weird comment, but okay. The Dagon with 6 shields. Yeah, so someone was asking me to run the needle, I think, the harpoon weapons on here. I've tried it. There are times where it does work. But the thing is, so many players are running things like the Tamer, where it will knock down your shield so quickly. Remember, you have to get within range, eh? Those weapons, like, they're a close range. If you can't get close range, your Dagon's going to go down very quick. Spirals on Dagon. Yeah, you see, that's something I would do for Funny Builds Friday. Ravana, yeah, Ravana is very good. I told you, like, I keep telling players, Ravana is good, but they won't get it. You know why? Because it's an older bot. So if it's an old bot, to them it's not meta. But if it survives, why not? Like, I don't understand their logic. Spirals, I've got 6. Well, maybe I might do... Well, we'll see. Maybe you guys want me to do like a poll? Maybe I'll do like a poll on my channel. We'll see if my viewers want me to bring Funny Builds Friday back. Those live streams were kind of fun. Some of them I ran some really wonky stuff. But you know what? In some cases, some of them actually somewhat worked. EQ on day. Can you even run EQ? I don't even know if you can. So that would be on this one here. Let's see if you can even run EQ. If I don't see it here, that means you can't run it. Yeah, I don't see any even if I go to the store, if you don't see EQ shield, that means you can't put an EQ shield on it, and I can't. So maybe this slot? Do I see an EQ shield? Yep, from the looks of it, you can't put an EQ shield on the Dagon. Because you'll see it in the store, like I would be able to purchase it. Just so that you can see here. You can't put any EQ shield on it. Rust effect duration should be less. Yes, and also there should be... I think those weapons are way too powerful now. They should maybe lower the damage and then the rust effect. Oh, thank you so much, God Killer. Thank you so much for your donation. Much appreciated. Love from India. Oh, your wife said that you play War Robots because of me? Watch every type of video and live stream, so she didn't like you that way. Well, you know what? As long as you enjoy whatever it is you play, whether it be this or like, because I have some that watch me play Fortnite too, at night. I actually had someone, so it happened last night. I don't know if he's watching the live stream. So I was streaming Fortnite last night, and he's like watching me. He's like, you know, Adrian, I think you're better at Fortnite than you are in War Robots. I'm like thinking, whoa. I'm like, wait, I'm good in War Robots too. I just don't play it as much. Doesn't mean that I'm not skilled. I mean, I can figure things out pretty quick. Can I give weapon advice for the Angler for free to play? I remember when I ran, I think it was Hammer and Cudgel. So those weapons are actually performing really well. So, and you can build it. You can build it in Workshop. I'll just show you right now. You can build those weapons in Workshop. Okay, so here we go. Hammer, Mace, Cudgel. So these weapons work really well. You could try Sonic, but I don't think I would use Sonic in the current meta because there's a lot of... So players that use, like, say, for example, the Paladin, they're going to have an Aegis shield. You have Dagons. You know, players, like even the Archos you see, they have oftentimes Aegis shields. You know, it's because of that. Also, like harpoon weapons, you know, that provide that. So that's why I think the Sonic weapons, like the Havoc, Devastator, and the Scatter weapons are kind of suffering in that sense. It's not that they were nerfed down. It's just that the meta has kind of shifted. They may come back later one day when we have fewer shields. But for now, I think I'm more leaning towards these weapons here instead. And that also goes like not necessarily the Angler build. So I'm just looking to see what else. I think that's probably what I would run. I mean, you could run like Flames, but yeah, I think I would definitely do Hammer and Cudgel. So the thing is, like, Redeemer performs really well, but because of all the Aegis shields, I find this weapon is also kind of suffering right now. It's not that it can't knock those shields down. It can. But if you look at how a Redeemer fires, you know, you have... does it even say here, like, the plasma? Yeah, so it strikes the enemy with bursts of plasma. So you know how it's like a ball of plasma that hits your target. It's like one ball. If you compare that to like the shrapnel you know, or the bloom of, say, like the hammer, which has multiple particles hitting a shield, this should knock a shield down faster because of that. Because what it's doing is it's blanketing that shield, right? So it will knock it down faster. Versus like a plasma ball. Because you'll fire the ball and then you have to fire again and again until you knock that shield down. This blankets the whole area. So you're more likely to get that coverage over that shield, especially with lag too. Yeah, Vortex will do it too, but the problem with Vortex is, so again, aside from lag, robots are moving a lot faster. Like for example, try hitting an Archer when it's moving so fast. For starters, it won't take much damage, but even if it could take damage, you'll probably miss most of your shots because it's moving just so fast. You know what I mean? So yeah, it will blanket, and also it doesn't have a really good reload time. Ember, again, like players are moving very fast. Unless they're like a slow tank in front of you, Ember and Blaze can do a lot of damage. Those weapons just do a lot of damage. We're not even talking about ultimate here. They just do a lot of damage. During the Revenant meta, which I described earlier in the stream when I ran the Nebula, and you know, at one point even the Beak on the Revenant, when we could stack up the defense points or like attack, you know, the defense chips on the drones and the attack chips. When we could do that, I used to run flames, and players couldn't understand why I ran flames because the Bane and the Toxin and the Venom came out. The reason why I ran flames is because I found out that there were games where we were having clan like battles where I would be attacked by like 2 or 3 Revenants, and they were all trying to kill me, but they were all clustered together. And I found that when I used flames, the flames were actually doing more damage to them because they were all together. And then I started thinking, okay, well, if they're taking so much damage, what if I was to use the Raphael pilot? Because that increases the radius by 30%. The AoE, or whatever they call it, the radius. So when they were all clustered together, I was actually killing all 3 of them at the same time, and I was racking up insane damage. And I, in many cases, actually melted through them, and they were using the corrosion builds. It was so effective. I didn't just have one Revenant like that. I built a second one using it. Why Exile? Yeah, so it's not that flames are bad. It's just like, I don't know. It's like if you're dealing with something really fast. So let's just say you had an Angler with like the Ember, and then you encountered like a Curie or like a Lynx. You're going to have a hard time hitting them. That's why I would rather do the Hammer and Cudgel, because I know for a fact that I'll probably hit those players. The Harpy using the radioactive weapons against... Yeah, those work well. You know what I also... so in the Dream Hangers video I did yesterday, I was running the Cestus and the Labrys on the Harpy. You know what? I think that the Cestus and the Labrys is stronger than the Decay and the Hazard. From what I've seen, because it's a lock-on weapon too. So you won't miss. Because what I was finding is, in some of the games where I was lagging pretty bad, Decay and Hazard, sometimes I would miss my shots. But because the other one is kind of a lock-on, it guaranteed that I was going to hit them. And I was doing a lot more damage that way. Are just too weak. Literally one shot Brisant kills the bot. Yeah, these shotguns are crazy. They do a lot of damage to so now the Harpies and the Sirens and the Hawks. I think the biggest threat to you guys is more the rust weapons, but then again, the rust weapons kills all bots. So, but especially because those bots rely on their flight, because that's when they have resistance. But if there's no real resistance because of those weapons, it really is very weak, because then you got to think when they land, they get even weaker. Alexander. It's like the Revenant and the Scorpion. Yeah, I need to test that out. If it's on the test server tomorrow, I may get to test it out, but I may not release a video tomorrow. I'm trying to keep my weekends, I don't want to say free, but at least giving myself time off so that I don't work 7 days a week. It's not healthy when I work like that. But if I do get to record, is it the Shen Lo or the new bot? If I do get to record it this weekend, then I will try to release that video next week. Also, someone asking me about like giveaways and stuff. So I've actually put a bit of a pause on my giveaways. I might do, because I have a couple more Pascal drones to give away. I might just give those away for now, but I'm putting my giveaways a bit on hold because I need to talk to Pixonic. Something that I feared that I wouldn't have to do, it looks like I may have to do. Like my giveaways, I might have to do it like I did before, but that means I have to reward prizes, which will take me an extra long time to do things, which also means I would have to break up my giveaways even more, just to make things a little bit more manageable, because it takes a couple hours for me to choose the winners. Now, just imagine me having to now deliver the prizes manually. That's kind of brutal. Like, for like, if I have 200 winners or something. And I'm doing this all by myself, by the way. It's not like I give it to a team to do it for me. Good to relax. Well, I mean, I don't really relax, because like, so tomorrow I will have a members stream in the afternoon, and then in the morning I usually kind of try to record a little bit, and then on so then I'll have the member stream at like 2 p.m. so it'll be like 2 to 4. Then I take a bit of a break, and then I stream Fortnite from about 6-7 p.m. through to like midnight. And then tomorrow I will, or then on Sunday I will have to record the whole day and edit for Monday's video. So I, you know, even though I'm not releasing content, I'm still working. But at least there's less pressure on me to put out a video every single day. Some of the players, yeah. The snowy map, the Yamantau map, why did they remove it? So when we got War Robots Remastered, they were using a whole different like coding for it. So the reason why they didn't just add it back is because they had older coding and there were a lot of bugs in it. There were bugs such as players were hiding in like the ramp going to center, like things like that. So there were a lot of bugs in there that they wanted to rather just redo the whole map from scratch with the new coding, which is why they took it away and they started reworking everything. Is Northlight? You can still use Northlight. Obviously, I lean more towards Paladin because of the gray healing, but you can still use Northlight. Yeah, one player got 3 Pascal. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that. But you can always trust players to do things like that. Or Splinter. Ooh, that sounds... You know what? I think I did try that out. That's a very good build too. Yeah, I was just trying out this build because not everyone will have like 6 tamers, for example, or like 6 ultimate halos. But my thinking was, so I can lock players down, and like the halos do decent damage. The splinters are very good too, like that burst damage. So these two would work really well, and then the top 2 weapons or tamers will prevent them from healing. It's a really odd combo, but you know, there's benefits to having the halo too, because sometimes I notice like there might be an archer that's really pushing a beacon and they're trying to get me off a beacon, or maybe they're rushing a beacon that I'm trying to turn. sometimes I'm actually able to lock them down with the halo, which if I can lock them down, it allows me to capture that beacon. And because they can't get to me, you know, I can like move around freely. By the time that they can move, their ability has ended. And that's when like these come into play too. A late stream. This is not a late stream. It's actually noon right now for me. What is a good module setup for a Mace MK2 Typhon? Done. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that I could go about that if I had that kind of a Typhon build. This is gonna be my last question that I'll answer, by the way. Hold on. So let's see. I'm just gonna bring this here. So what they're referring to was if I had a mace build, so that would be this weapon over here. What kind of modules would I have if I had 4 of these? So you have an MK2, but I don't really factor in MK2. I always go things by like what happens if it was maxed out, you know, what would I use? Because the modules that I would use if it's a lower level may change if it was maxed out, and it's better to know what you would use when it's maxed out so that you can prepare for it. You can plan ahead. For example, let's just say I had a really low level one and I didn't really have that many modules. If I know my Typhon is low level, then I might throw on something like maybe a repair amp or something like that, or last stand. But if it was maxed out, there's probably 2 setups that I would try first just to kind of see how it does. The one would be probably with this. Now there's technically 3. Now I could run two repair amps or 2 immune amps. I kind of like the immune amps because it's going to give me more health and more speed, which I think will be helpful with this kind of build. So I would run something like that. So just keep in mind, like I'm not going to equip it, but for freedom mace, and then I would run something like this. If it dies too fast, then I may move on to the next option, which would be this combination here. Okay, so I would use this to see if maybe resistance would help it. If it does, then so be it. But if I notice too that like maybe I'm not really doing that much damage because it's taking a while for my nuclear amplifier to charge up, then what I would also do then at that point is to kind of experiment this way. So then I would use 2 of these to hit the stacks quickly, and I will use a last stand. I wouldn't use fortifiers. I know players use fortifiers, and the reason why is because in the current meta, a lot of players are running things like Harpies, Sirens, or like they're using the Archos with Shield Breaker because there's so many Ophions. So running fortifiers wouldn't make any sense because yes, you would be strengthening the shield of your Typhon, but that doesn't make sense if your opponent can break through your shield anyways, because they're basically negating all your modules, or at least the fortifiers. So yeah, so there's 3 SKUs. You could do 1 nuclear amp, 2 immune amps, 1 nuclear amp, 2 repair amps for more resistance, or if you're finding that the damage is lacking, then this is the combination that I would use. Yeah, so it really depends. Yeah, that it's gonna depend on that. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for the stream today. So hold on. Before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Smiley, Togi, Dominic, Kine, Jack, and Goose for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. And I have so many pop-up windows for my chats. Also, thank you very much to Dominic, to Lone, To my, I'm going to say Russian friend because I can't read. I think that is Russian. Also, thank you very much to Kine for all the membership gifts, earlier. I hope you guys thank Kine, but thank you so much, Kine, for those membership gifts. Thank you, Thierry, and to Davis. And if I missed, and Godkiller too. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. It is very much appreciated. If any of them have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay of the Revenant. It's been a very long time since I've actually run this bot, but out of the games I played, I was kind of happy. Now, would I build this? Probably not. It can work, but out of the games I played, I mean, there were times where it did really well, then times where it didn't do so well. Not sure what to think of it. I think overall it did okay. But you have to keep in mind too that, I was using these weapons which do a lot of damage. I had the Pascal. We tried the Kestrel. It wasn't bad with the Kestrel either. But might be something you want to consider if you have the bot, if you have the weapons and the drone. I think it's worth giving a shot. I'll just show the skills I have here. Oh, and I sacrificed. I don't have the Roadhog because you are teleporting, so I don't think the Roadhog's going to help that much. And also the Mothership, just so you can see the setup. Yeah, so make sure, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing if you haven't already. As for the giveaways, as I said, I may release some codes for the Pascal. I have other robots that I would like to give away, but I'm kind of delaying that for now because I need to have a word with the Pixonic. I'm not really happy with the results that I had when I did do the giveaways. So I need to make some adjustments to it to make it a little bit more fair for the players. What is a Titan? Only has universal slots for modules. Like 4 universal? I don't think we have a Titan with that many. I'm just looking at my Luchador. I think this one has 3. No, we have... How many does this one have? We've got 2 universal. I think the Sirius was the one that I was thinking of, right? No, even this doesn't. I don't think you will have ones that have only universal. Oh, can I make a Mars video? I'll have to take a look at the Mars. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so if we have like a test server tomorrow, I'm not sure if we do. If we happen to have it, I probably won't release a video tomorrow on it, but I may record it and you might see it next week. Also for the members, especially the new members from today, there is going to be a member stream tomorrow. Most likely at 2 p.m. Eastern. I might do like hangar reviews, maybe the baby account. I might stream that, and maybe squad play with the Patreon members. So there might be a bit of a mix and a match with that. So that will be tomorrow. And for the ones who are kind of interested in like Fortnite or like, you want to follow me, I do have a Fortnite channel as well. I stream every night. So that's going to be, I'll be streaming there tonight and for the whole weekend. Usually from about 6:30, like 6:30, 7 p.m. Eastern onwards. Is it good to have 3? The reason why I have 3 Titan repair amps is more just so that it kicks into gear quicker. Because if I'm dealing with especially things like the Newton, for example, this will ensure that it kicks in fast, so that I have that extra healing and resistance and whatnot. Yeah, that helps me survive. That's why I was able to withstand the 3 Titans earlier on where was a factory map shooting me. That's the reason why. Well, one of the reasons why anyways. Okay, so I think that should be it. Once again, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's live stream. featuring the Revenant. Once again, if you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And with that said, I guess I will catch you guys, well, I don't know, maybe tonight if you watch my Fortnite, maybe tomorrow if you're a member. If not, until, I guess, Monday. And I'll catch you guys then. Cheers, guys.